Hi guys, it's been a long time we haven't spoken to one another, and I need to admit, in the beginning of this year, it was a New Year's resolution that I will be paying more attention to my YouTube channel and I will be creating more and more content. But well, here we are. There is a lot I need to be talking about, and there have been some major changes in my life, so I thought it is time to shoot a short video about it so you will be all knowing what I'm up to. And I'm really hoping to bring more and more quality content here. I'm in a totally new environment, in a new city, in a new country, which I will be shortly speaking about, right? I have moved to Rotterdam, the second biggest city of the Netherlands. As you might know, I was living in Poland for long years, and that has been a major change. I have received a job offer from a new company here based out of Rotterdam, so I decided to take up the challenge, and here we are in the Netherlands, in Rotterdam. It has been barely 2 months, so obviously I'm not going to talk about a lot of new interesting things about the Netherlands. Obviously I also need time to get used to the country and my new life here. I have just received my keys to the apartment. The first month I was staying in a hotel and there was a short business trip, but luckily last 10 days I can say that I have really settled in right now, and I'm ready to start a new change, a new life, and I'm excited to share what's been going on in my life, right? Today I want to talk about the first impressions about the country. I'm going to talk about 5 different things, right? Which is interesting for me. There's no context here if it's positive or negative, it's a very subjective topic, but shortly I want to talk about what really interested me, what was really surprising to me, or what caught my attention in my first 2 months in the Netherlands. The first thing I want to talk about is actually obviously the communication with other people, right? Netherlands is a very interesting country. There are so many foreigners living here, and I need to say many people are friendly and they're approachable. Obviously there are different opinions about that, right? How welcoming they are is a whole different topic, but day-to-day life, I'm talking about day-to-day life, when you approach someone, when you're asking for help on the street, you can make sure that they will actually help you massively. Everyone literally speaks English here. I think these last 8 weeks there was only 1 or 2 instances where I came across a person, an individual who does not speak English, but everyone else, they're speaking English very fluently. This is bad news, because if you are willing to learn Dutch, that might be a little bit of a problem, right? Because it's so convenient for everyone to switch to English, and actually I'm suffering from that, right? The good news is though, if you speak English well, especially reading what you see in Dutch is very easy. So I think it's all a matter how motivated you are to learn the language. I cannot say if I have found the perfect motivation yet, but yeah, day to day, if you are speaking only English, you will be absolutely fine, because everyone speaks English very well. The second most interesting thing, obviously bicycles. This country is a land of bicycles. You've got tons of bicycles. They're everywhere. I think there are more bicycles than cars or anything else in this country. When you go to a bicycle parking lot, it's like a massive graveyard of metal. It's incredible. People love bikes here. There are routes for bikes everywhere. It is very convenient. I think it is in the DNA of Dutch people. They simply love being on their bikes. And if you are living in the city center, even, distances one could consider a long distance, it is not a problem for the Dutch people. Even me, who has not been very keen on biking all his life, I think literally the last time I was on a bike before I came here to the Netherlands might be 10-15 years ago. I was always lazy, I had my car, I was driving a car obviously through the Polish winters. Anyway, I've already had 2 weekend trips. I was cycling like 20-25 kilometers one way, and I need to admit I really like it, because you feel safe. Everyone knows how to ride a bike. There are routes everywhere. It's a joy, and the countryside is beautiful. So if you are coming to the Netherlands, be prepared that you will be cycling a lot. Another important topic, actually this is the most important topic, especially if you're a foreigner, an expat, coming here to work, very important topic is the health insurance. I need to admit, I did not know about it before I came here, right? Because what you do, of course, you look at your salary, how much money you will have after the taxes deducted, and so on and so forth, how much I will spend on food, obviously how much I will spend on accommodation. These are the most important topics. At least in my case, I was taking it for granted, healthcare. I actually did not know that it works that way. When I came here, I got to realize that I should be arranging my healthcare on my own. So there's not a public healthcare here. Everybody, they have got to make sure they have a policy from a service provider. In my case, luckily, my employer, they have got an agreement with one of the service providers here. But at the end of the day, it does not change the fact that you have got to cover this on your own. In my example, I'm 37, a healthy male. I pay around 130 euros per month, but this does not mean that that's all you're going to pay. Still, the first 385 euros you would pay in a calendar year. 385 euros in a calendar year, you still pay it out of your pocket, right? So I'll say it again, 130 euros on average, you will pay, of course, depending on the package you choose. If you want to get dental care, which by the way is not the cheapest, that's gonna be a problem. Anyway, 130, 50 euros depending on your situation, plus when you go to the hospital, the first 385 euros you still have to pay out of your pocket. But say if you're going to pay 1,385 euros, then all you have to do is to pay the first 385, and then the rest will be paid by your health provider. So be careful, do your mathematics properly. When you decide to move to the Netherlands, it's an important expense you have to budget on your own. Another important thing, trains. I have a feeling, obviously this is a small country, right? And I live in Rotterdam, with a big train station, connections everywhere. I've got a feeling actually Dutch people are taking the trains as in other countries we are using the trams, right? They've got this very fancy OV card, so you can get a personalized card for transport. That is amazing. I really love the idea. If you're in Amsterdam, you get on the subway, you get on the tram. You don't need to have any credit, any money on your card. You show it, you check in, and then you travel. When you get off the vehicle, you simply check out, and then they're accumulating on your account, right? At the end of the month, they're sending you one invoice. So all your travels, if you are on the railway, if you're in the tram, doesn't matter where you are, all your travels are actually accumulated on your account, and then you get one bill. And obviously you identify your bank account, and with direct debit, they're actually deducting that money from your account. I find it very convenient. You don't have to look for a vending machine. You don't need to top up. All you need is your card. You simply go in there, you travel, you check in, you check out. At the end of the month, you get one invoice. So I think it's a great initiative, and I love it. I don't know, if you want to party in Amsterdam, in Utrecht, you can simply go. If you feel you are good enough to get on the train again and make your way back home in Rotterdam, it's absolutely doable, right? So I really love traveling with trains, and I think it's very convenient. Although they are striking quite often these days, I need to admit the trains are very, very reliable here. Well, last thing, which really surprised me, people love eating out here, right? I know that the pandemic might have changed a bit. The prices have gone up crazy like elsewhere. So, Dutch viewers may have an adverse opinion. But for me, comparing with other countries, or at least with Poland, where I have just relocated from, there are so many pubs, there are so many restaurants, so many different cuisines from all over the world. And people simply love going, having a drink, eating something. I really like it. It's diverse. Any kind of food you're looking for, drinks, people simply love eating out and having fun. Be careful though. Many restaurants are actually closed on Mondays, even on Tuesdays, and they might open after 4, after 5. So it's very normal that, your restaurant might be actually closed on a given day. So do not be surprised. but I really enjoy the eating out scene so far in the Netherlands. Guys, these were my initial impressions about the country. I'm hoping that I will bring more content to you on the channel. Well, if you like the video, just give thumbs up and just subscribe to the channel. I'm at the very beginning of my journey. I'm hoping to grow the channel. And of course, if you watched it, if you have any questions or if you have any observations, please comment down below so I will know, and hope to see you soon. Take good care.